I want to start today by saying, I see you. I see the long hours, the passion you pour into your work, and the roller coaster of emotions that come with running a wellness business. Some days, everything clicks. Clients are booking, your work feels aligned, and you know deep in your soul that you're making a difference. And then there are the hard days, the slow months, the deals that fall through, the moments of doubt that whisper, am I really cut out for this? I get it because I've been there too. Entrepreneurship isn't just about strategy and execution, it's an emotional journey. And learning how to ride the waves without getting lost in the highs or drowning in the lows is one of the most important skills you can develop. In today's podcast, I'm sharing 6 core strategies to help you stay steady, confident, and resilient, no matter what season of business you're in. I've also woven in my own experiences because I know firsthand how challenging and rewarding this path can be. You're not alone in this, and no matter what today feels like, I promise you're further along than you think. So let's get started. Navigating the emotional highs and lows of entrepreneurship. When you started your journey of entrepreneurship, did you have any idea you were stepping onto a roller coaster? Or did you focus on the freedom of having your own business, the infinite income and possibilities entrepreneurship would bring, working from home and having more time for your family, and getting to use your gifts to create transformation in the world? Yep, me too. Like me, you probably quickly discovered that there are a lot of really high highs and really low lows. I've always said nothing will stretch your comfort zone and grow your character more than entrepreneurship and parenting, of course. Last year was one of the toughest years I've ever experienced in business. And I also know from being surrounded by tons of entrepreneurs, I was not alone. I received email after email talking about how growing a business has just changed. It is much harder today than it ever was. So today, I want to pause and acknowledge the struggle for you, for me, and for anyone who is navigating entrepreneurship in today's business landscape. You're not alone, but I also want to take things one step further and share what I know about riding the waves of business with resilience, self-trust, and practical strategies. Understanding the emotional roller coaster of entrepreneurship. Running a wellness business isn't just about providing services. It's about carrying the weight of your dreams, your clients' transformations, and the never-ending list of things to do. Some days it feels exhilarating, like you're making a real impact, attracting aligned clients and seeing everything fall into place. Other days, it feels like you're pushing a boulder uphill in the rain, questioning everything. The truth is, entrepreneurship is not a straight path. It's a winding road filled with highs, lows, and unexpected detours. Learning to navigate these emotional swings is what separates long-term success from burnout and giving up too soon. The highs, the euphoria of growth and impact. When things are going well, you feel unstoppable. Maybe you've signed a dream client or landed a big partnership, launched an offer that resonated deeply and sold out, received heartfelt feedback from a client whose life has changed because of your work, or finally hit a revenue milestone you've been striving for. This, these moments remind you why you started in the first place. They're the fuel that keeps you going, proving that your hard work is making a difference. They create momentum, excitement, and confidence. Just recently, I had one of these euphoric moments. After spending hours curating a do-it-yourself resources section on my website, I received a notification of my first sale. A client purchased my business growth bundle, and I was thrilled. I know how much work I put into creating high quality resources, and it was validating to me that someone trusted me enough to invest in their business growth. It wasn't a huge sale, but it was my first, and it mattered to me. The lows, the weight of setbacks and self-doubt. From every exhilarating high, there's often an equally intense low. The slow months, the failed launches, the unexpected client cancellations. These moments can make you question whether you're cut out for this. The most challenging parts of business ownership can include the emotional toll of inconsistency. Some months are thriving, others feel stagnant. Feeling stretched thin as you juggle marketing, sales, client work, and operations. Self doubt creeping in when things don't go as planned. And comparing yourself to others who seem to have it all figured out. As a matter of fact, just this week, I had two disappointing lows. After spending time on a discovery call discussing the prospect's dissatisfaction with her brand, she verbally agreed to our brand strategy package. After sending out the agreement and her new client profile form, she backed out. No explanation whatsoever. And then another client who I poured my heart and soul into got lured into a big competitor's offer. Even though I know the quality of my work is top notch, the self doubt still managed to rear its ugly head. So here's a key takeaway: the emotional ups and downs of running a business are part of the journey, not a sign that you're doing something wrong. Instead of resisting the lows or chasing the highs, the key is learning how to navigate both with confidence, resilience, and a long term perspective. In this next section, we're going to dive into 6 practical ways to stay steady through the fluctuations of entrepreneurship so you can keep growing no matter what season you're in. 6 core strategies to navigate the highs and lows. The key to thriving in business isn't avoiding challenges. It's learning how to stay grounded and adaptable no matter what's happening. So let's dive into each of these strategies so you can navigate the emotional and practical shifts of running a wellness business. Number 1 is anchor yourself in your why. When business feels overwhelming or uncertain, reconnecting with your core purpose can help you push through. Your why is more than just making money. It's about the impact you want to create, the lives you want to change, and the reason you chose this path in the first place. To stay grounded in your purpose, write down 3 reasons you started your business and revisit them when doubt creeps in. Create a vision statement and keep it somewhere visible on your desk, your phone, or a journal. Surround yourself with reminders of your impact, such as client testimonials or transformation stories. When challenges arise, ask yourself, would I still be doing this work if money weren't a factor? If the answer is yes, then keep going. You're on the right path. For me, I'm so passionate about doing my part to create a healthier world. So when I get discouraged, I remind myself why I'm doing the work that I'm doing to support businesses that are advocating for greater wellness in our world. Everything I do aligns with my personal values of personal growth, people first, and heart. And this pulls me back to my purpose. Number 2 is normalize the cycle of growth and slowdowns. Business success is not a straight line. It's more like a wave with peaks and valleys. There will be seasons of expansion where clients flow in effortlessly and seasons where everything feels stagnant. Both are normal. To embrace the natural business cycle, shift your perspective. A slow period doesn't mean failure. It's often a time for refinement, creativity, and preparation for your next big breakthrough. Track progress beyond revenue. Celebrate skill development, relationships built, and lessons learned. Plan for the lows when you're in a high. Set aside a financial buffer and have systems in place so you don't panic when business slows down. Sometimes I actually welcome the lulls in my business. My mind is so full of creative ideas that I want to dive into. And when I'm busy with business, I don't have time to implement any of these ideas. So when I experience a lull, I always have a list of projects that I want to move forward. Currently on my agenda, creating some do-it-yourself courses that I know will help wellness founders get unstuck and tackle some common challenges. Instead of resisting slow seasons, use them strategically to improve your systems, revisit your offers, or simply rest. Number three is build emotional resilience and stress management habits. Emotional resilience isn't about avoiding stress. It's about building the capacity to handle challenges without getting derailed. When you take care of yourself, you're better equipped to handle the ups and downs. Here are some ways to strengthen resilience. Reframe the setbacks as learning opportunities rather than personal failures. Prioritize well being. Daily movement, deep breathing, mindfulness, or journaling can help you stay mentally strong. And set emotional boundaries. Separate your self worth from business outcomes. A bad month does not mean you're bad at what you do. One of the mindset shifts I've personally been working on is not tying my business income to my self worth and value. No matter what income level I am at, it has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not I am qualified to serve my clients or whether or not I am a successful human being. I am successful in so many ways. That does not mean I don't have things to learn, but I am so much more than an entrepreneur. The strongest entrepreneurs aren't those who never struggle, it's those who learn how to recover quickly and keep moving forward. Number four is strengthen financial stability to ease anxiety. Financial uncertainty is one of the biggest stressors for entrepreneurs, but proactive planning can reduce anxiety. The more financial stability you create, the less reactive you'll feel during slow seasons. Protect your finances by diversifying your income. Don't rely on just one service. Consider memberships, workshops, or digital products. Building a cash reserve to cover 3 to 6 months of business expenses. Pricing your services sustainably. Undervaluing your work leads to burnout and financial instability. And tracking your numbers. Understanding revenue trends will help you make smarter business decisions. In my first business, I had a business credit card, and I would use it whenever cash was low. This created a lot of debt in my business, which in turn stressed me even more. So when I started my second business, I promised myself I would operate with zero debt. While some financial experts might disagree with this approach, for me, it works. If I don't have the money, I don't spend it. And when I have it, I invest it strategically. Financial lows feel less scary when you have a plan and a safety net in place. Number five is cultivate a strong support system. Entrepreneurship can feel isolating, but you don't have to do it alone. Having the right people in your corner, whether it's a mentor, a coach, mastermind group, or business friends, makes all the difference. Here's how to build your support system. Find like minded entrepreneurs, join online communities, attend industry events, or connect with peers who understand the journey. Invest in mentorship. A coach or mentor can provide guidance when you feel stuck. And lean on personal relationships. Sometimes simply talking things out with a trusted friend or partner helps shift your perspective. Last year, I joined a vibrant women's community that has made all the difference in my business. I'm surrounded by amazing women entrepreneurs that I can lean on for support, network with for potential collaborations, and even bounce ideas off when we are facing challenges. A strong support system won't eliminate challenges, but it will help you navigate them with more confidence and clarity. Number six is celebrate wins and reframe failures. Many entrepreneurs move too quickly past their achievements, always chasing the next milestone. But if you don't stop to acknowledge how far you've come, you'll always feel like you're behind. Here's some ways to celebrate progress. Keep a wins journal. Record every small and big victory. Set mini milestones and reward yourself when you hit them. And reframe failures as feedback. Instead of this didn't work, ask what did I learn and how can I improve? One of my favorite journals is the 5 minute journal. It is so simple to use, but my favorite part is the daily questions. What am I grateful for? What would make today great? Daily affirmations, highlights of the day. What did I learn today? You can see how these questions would help to encourage a positive and winning mindset. Success isn't just about reaching the destination, it's about learning to enjoy the journey, even with its challenges. Embracing the journey. The ups and downs of running a business aren't signs that you're failing, they're proof that you're in the game, learning, evolving, and growing. Every challenge you face is shaping you into a more resilient, resourceful, and capable entrepreneur. Instead of fearing the lows or chasing the highs, embrace the journey as a dynamic process. The quiet seasons give you space to refine, innovate, and realign. The growth spurts remind you of your impact and why you started. When you approach both with trust and adaptability, you step into a more sustainable, fulfilling version of success, one that's built on confidence, purpose, and emotional resilience. Remember, you don't have to navigate this alone. Lean on your support system, celebrate your progress, and trust that each phase of your business, no matter how uncertain, serves a purpose. And if you're currently in a tough season of business, please reach out, schedule a free consultation with me. I have a big heart and a listening ear, and sometimes we just need to know someone understands. Want our free $0 to $1 million growth plan checklist? Subscribe to the weekly On a Mission Momentum newsletter, and I'll send it right over to you.